Ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico.
Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a band lead. Hanging like a war hall or like a band seed. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it?
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, stop.
Right to the air is Burrow. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now Burrow changing the look. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 48 yards. And the Caps are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him. A
lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on. Second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Burrow will throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Burrow going to change things up. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11
Now they'll change things up.
11 MC,
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Taylor is in for a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just start back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the... Ready ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Motion man right is Rice. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Rice. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
2nd down and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
11 empty.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week.
but he's got a first down on that effort.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now the common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's into space past the 25. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a toss left for Pacheco. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. There he goes again. Inside the 20. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Caps continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Burrow. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
And Burrow going to change the play. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
160 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. And this taken in by Downs.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. It's caught. Mitchell. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
T.J. Hockenson.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Caps will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
He's still on his feet.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
And they take a knee.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for it.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They go play action with Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 33 yards. And the Caps are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 205 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Here we go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll run here with Taylor. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.